Hello again, I'm back with another card and I have succumbed to Christmas this time around. You'll have to forgive the fact that I haven't got a sentiment though. They're somewhere safe. Do I need to say any more, I wonder? I've moved them, heaven knows where. I'll find them at some point. So today you're going to have to use your imagination where it comes to a Christmas sentiment. So sorry about that. However, I have got a blank card I've made with the paper box natural linen 300 GSM card. It's an A6 size, UK size. I've got a panel as well. The panel I want to emboss with these stars. They're a 6x6, the Crafters Workshop, and this one is called Mini Twinkle Twinkle. I'm also going to use some star dies, some of these little ones from Craftaddiction UK. This set itself, I don't know if it's in stock at the moment or not, but it comes with loads of different sized little stars, and I'm going to use some of those today. Right, the other thing we're going to use today are some scraps, if you have them. I don't know about you, but I do keep scraps, as you can see. There's quite a lot there. So depending what you like at Christmas time, whether you like traditional colours, we're going to make a tree, by the way, traditional colours, maybe you like contemporary colours, but you can just pick out whatever colours you like. So I've picked out lots of greens, some of which are offcuts of bought ones, some of them are bits that I've made myself. You can have patterned, plain, fairly plain, whatever you like basically. So we're going to use some of those, a bit of scrap busting as they say. And the colours that I've actually chosen to use today are, put them to one side, these ones. Brown for a trunk. Then I've chosen various different greens, a plainish green, a sparkly green. I made that some time ago. I think I heat embossed over glittery card, but I'm not 100% sure. Some plain, and then this one was a background I had a bit left over of, which was, I think I did rubber bands and distress inks, and I put the rubber bands round a stamping block and then put ink onto the stamping block and then stamped it down onto my card and just did lots of layers and lots of colours, and I think that's how I came to that background. So we're going to use those colours today. So I'm just going to get myself set up and we'll be off. I've now created my front panel and using an embossing mat, one of these things, I put the card and the template through my Big Shot, and this is what you get. It's not quite as deep emboss as you would from an embossing folder, but it does create a lovely bit of texture on the back of your card. So that's done. My bits of strips, I'm going to put just to one side. You'll want different widths and different lengths, and if you don't have a strips jar like I showed you just now, then use any background or any printed card. Use up some of your own printed ones or somebody else's printed ones, whichever, and then, as I say, just cut them into different widths. The lengths I will talk about in a minute, and we will get going. So I've got my strips put to one side. Now this would be a great method to use up lots of strips and do a mass make, because you can have them ready to go and then you can put them together as I'm about to show you. So I'm going to put my panel down because I want to make sure my tree fits within that. I am going to have a stem which I will add a bit of shading to. Actually, I might do that now. So I've decided that the tree trunk is probably long enough like that. I've got these Spectrum Noir metallic pencils. I've had them for a long time. I don't think I did pay as much as £10 for them. I buy most things in the sale. So I'm just going to pick out this colour to add a bit of shading. I don't have a lot of, what do you call them, alcohol pens, which I know are great for adding shading to things, but I don't really, I have a few, but I don't have a lot. I've got a few pro markers. That's a maybe one day sort of purchase for me. There's a bit of shading to that, a little bit of depth to it. Not sure if that'll pick up on camera, but hopefully so. Just make sure I'm in shot. Excuse me. Yes, I am. All right, so that's that done. And then what I'm going to start is with strips that gradually get narrower and narrower. But I also like to put them on the wonk rather than being straight. If you like straight, go straight. That's absolutely fine. Whatever suits you. And then I'm taking each one a little bit shorter, so you can see there that it's a bit shorter. And so I'll put each of them roughly in the middle, but I'm going to sort of ziggy-zag them. So again, that one's a bit shorter, and just ziggy-zag them upwards. Ooh. Now you'll notice I'm not gluing yet. And then the reason for that is that I just really want to get them as I want them without having glue everywhere or having them stick down before I'm ready for them to stick. I'm just going to get my tweezers at the ready in case I need to. Now I have actually alternated my colours as I go up. You absolutely don't need to. When I was making this particular one, it pleased me to do it, but you know, whatever you like, it doesn't matter. You can use a different one all the way, different ones all the way up if you want to. It's a relatively quick thing to do. Once you've got the chopping, the slicing of the bits. Which way did I go with that? That way. Nudge them now. There we go. There we go. Another little tinier one. And then we'll go for a tiny one on the top, I think. Stuck to me. Don't think I've got any glue on my hands, but still. I'll sort them out in a second. And a final top one. Okay. Okay, so now I'm happy with those. My trick is to use some removable tape. This is Scotch. It's a low tack tape and can be removed, but I am going to, before anything goes awry, stick those together. Because then I can pick them up, flip them over, and there we are. I'm just going to shorten that trunk a little bit. Nouveau glue. Now some of this card is sort of thicker than the others, so it's worth putting a decent amount of glue on. And of course I've embossed the background a bit, so but it should be a pretty quick process, particularly once you've got going with those, getting those strips organised. That up. And we're going to go there. I'm leaving a little bit of space at the top because I'm going to put those stars in. Right. Take this off and then I can do a little bit of fine adjusting if I want to. Just take it off carefully because it's still good and wet, that glue. There we are. Tape out of the way. Use that again another time. Might just adjust here a bit. It's gone a bit sort of straight, really. Ziggy-zaggy you a little bit more. There we go. One Christmas tree done. Then I've already cut out some stars, so I thought I'd layer them up to go on the top, and then they marry into the background. So easy like that. All fingers and thumbs today. That's it. And one more. Christmas cards, we more often than not need to go through the post, don't we? So this is a good one to keep pretty flat for postage. Certainly in the UK you pay not only for the size of it, you can go quite big actually on ordinary post, but you can't go that fat, as it were, the deep. So, oh dear, glue there. I'm going to fiddle with this and come back. One layered star now done. So that is going to get stuck on top of our little tree. And glue on the back of that. There we are. Straighten you up, little star. There we go. Now, hopefully you could imagine perhaps having a sentiment on there as well. Would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Bit of shadow underneath the tree itself, the branches. There we are. And then if we had a sentiment, Merry Christmas or some such, or joy there, if only I could find them, it would be amazing. And then card onto the, the panel onto the card, and it's done. So that's a quick way to make a Christmas card, which would be an easy mass make if you've got plenty of your layers ready to go, super quick, away you go, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. Now, I'm planning on a little follow-up video to this one, which will be similar but different. So come and see me for that one. But thanks for watching today. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.